Vayomer Lakim, Hashem said, Nasa Adam B'Tzalmenu Kidmusenu, let us make man in our image, in our form. The Medrash Rabbah explains that when Moshe was writing this pasuk, he said to Hashem, wait, Hashem, someone's going to make a mistake. They're going to read this verse and they're going to read that Hashem said, let us make man in our image. They're going to make a mistake. They're going to say that there are maybe two Hashems, or Hashem can't do it alone. Hashem needed help. Says Hashem to Moshe, write it. Harotze latos yite, he who wants to make a mistake will make a mistake. Write it as I said to do it. The Chavetz Chaim asks a question on this medrash. Harotze latos yite, one who wants to make a mistake will make a mistake. If I want to make a mistake, it's not a mistake. If I want to do something and by accident I inadvertently did it, that's a mistake. What do you mean, he who wants to make a mistake will make a mistake? If I want to do it, it's not a mistake. And if I don't want to do it, obviously I don't want to do it. And explains the Chavetz Chaim, what this medrash is teaching us is a profound concept. And that is that every belief system that's off is off and brought to existence because of man's desires. Explains the Chavetz Chaim, everything from communism to socialism to all of the isms that existed always began with man's desire for something, and to legitimize that, he created an entire philosophy, an entire view of the world. What this medrash is teaching us is, if a person wants to know what's right, he has a beautiful, pure heart, he'll know it instinctively. The only person who's going to make a mistake is one who wants to make a mistake. And says Hashem, Arotze latos yite, let him make an error. And Hashem created each person with a pure heart that instinctively knows what's right and what's wrong, and that can guide him if he wishes to. And I believe we see this clearly in our day, probably more than ever before. And we live in a world that's so sophisticated. We live with scientific advances and understanding that are absolutely dazzling. And yet very sophisticated, very intelligent people will posit the world just evolved. There was a big bang and 100 billion galaxies, each containing 100 billion stars just came into existence. If their mind were carefully listening to what their mouth was saying, they can never say it. And why do they say it? Because they have a desire, whether it's to throw off God or to throw off old beliefs or whatever their desires are. They reach these conclusions because of these deep set biases. And what this medrash is teaching us is, you have to ask yourself one thing. What does my eye see? What does my heart tell me? If a person's honest, they'll see a creator. If a person's honest, they'll know what's right. If a person has been created this way, and Hashem just says, follow what you know is right, and you have a Torah to guide you for any questions.